I think B2B marketers are living in a world of more. They have more technology at their disposal, more budget, more accountability, more responsibility. In B2B, they have more buyers to manage, and to keep up, they're creating more content to keep up with it. So the biggest challenge is to keep up and maintain their effectiveness. So I think one thing marketers are doing in 2016 to really increase the effectiveness of everything they're responsible for is focusing on understanding their buyers and developing customer insight that makes everything that they do much more relevant and therefore more effective. A lot of companies are really intimidated by the prospect of developing buyer personas, and they think that everyone else has it all figured out. But I'll tell you a secret, not everyone has personas figured out. In fact, most companies don't. 85% of B2B organizations aren't using buyer personas effectively. So if you're an organization just getting started, the best thing to do is to develop a dream team internally. Really develop relationships with your internal stakeholders in sales, in product, and especially on the executive team to develop a customer-centric team that will champion the initiative forward. Then it's really important to go do primary research. That means call up 5 customers, call up 5 prospects, ask them about their lives, ask them about what makes them tick, what keeps them up at night. It's a very simple and informal conversation, but you'll start to learn a lot about your buyers, and it's not as intimidating and daunting as it seems. So for companies that may think they know everything about their buyers, I challenge the marketer watching this video to maybe challenge that internal assumption. It's not easy to tell maybe the highest paid person in the room that they might be wrong, but that's where persona research can really lend a helping hand. If you collect enough data, enough qualitative research to show that your assumptions about buyers are different than what's happening in the market, you have the foundation to build a case for buyer personas. And you don't have to call them a persona either. You can just call it a customer research initiative, maybe a targeting initiative. The purpose is to understand your buyers and what's happening in their world. If you don't want to call it a persona because it's not going to fly internally, don't. But I think a lot of times what marketers can do to be prepared for those conversations is to do a little bit of the research on their own and bring that insight to the rest of their team and say, guys, we may be wrong. Let's recalibrate ourselves and get on target.